So now we are going to talk about sales budgets and cash budgets. So part 1 we have talked about production budgets and the material purchase budget. So now we are going to talk about sales budget and cash budgets. So this is some problem they have given for sales budget. Gopi and Co. Productions are two products, Alpha and Beta. There are two sales divisions, North and South they have given. So budget sales they have given all the informations. So in the division then they have given North and South. In North, the production of Alpha and Beta in units 25,000, 15,000. In South, in Alpha and Beta 24,000, 30,000. Their price per unit is 10 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 5 rupees. Actual sales. So actual sales of the year December 2006, they have given 28,000 for Alpha, then 18,000 for Beta in South Zone. In North Zone, 25,000 units and 33 units. So this is the actual sales they have given. So additional information they have given about all these things. They are asked to prepare 31st December 2007. The estimations also they have given all these things. Their assessment, that is assumed that if the 2006 this is a sales means in 2007 what is the sales? They have assumed it. Okay. So in North Zone, Alpha budget is increased to 40% of 2006 budget. Then Beta budget is increased to 10% on 2006 budget. In South Zone, Alpha budget is increased to 12% on 2006 budget. Then Beta budget is increased to 15% of 2006 budget. So it is a further decided that because of the increased sales campaigning in North, an additional sale of 5,000 units of the product will be result. So prepare, they asked to prepare sales budget. So now we are going to prepare a sales budget. I just turn, before moving on to this turn, so I'll give them additional informations regarding to the 40% of increase of 2007. So Alpha 25,000, 40% increased, so 10,000. Okay. Then plus they have given that is 5,000 as an increased. So North they have given 5,000 increase. How they have divided is 25,000 is to 15,000. So that is 3,000. That is 25,000, 40% is 10,000. So we have to take 25,000, 40% increase, so 10,000. Then additionally they have increased 5,000 sales only for North. So North, so that 5,000 have been divided into a ratio of 25,000 is to 15,000. So when we add this 13,000 with 25,000, you will be getting 38,125. So 40% increase is 40,000. Additional we are getting a 5,000 extra. So for the North, so 5,000 will be taken in the ratio of 25 is to 15, that is 3,125. When we add these two with this 25,000 in 2007, 38,125 units is an estimated, that is assumed unit. Likewise, in 15,000 they asked in Beta, they asked to take 10% increase. So 10% increase means there is 1,500. Then additionally we have 5,000 increase for North. So that ratio will be taken as an 1,875. So altogether 15 plus 1,500 plus 1,875 will be getting 18,375 for 2007 budget is assumed. For North they have given 24,000. So 12 for South 24,000. 12% has been increased, so 2,888. When we add these two, we will be getting 26,880. Then 30,000 they have taken 15% as an assumed increased, so 4,500. So when we add these two, 30,000 plus 4,500, 34,500. This is an estimation for 2007. they have assumed with the help of 2006 sales, they have assumed and they have framed it with the help of this increase. The sales will be increased 40, 10, 12, 15 likewise. So this is then additional information they have given for 2007. Now we move on to the budget. This is in working notes. So sales budget for the year 2007 we are going to prepare for Gopi and Co. So budget for 2007 already we have calculated for North Alpha 38,000. I'll show you 38,8125 we have calculated, no, that is we have taken. For Beta 18,375. Though 10 rupees per, the price rate cannot be changed. The price rate remains same. They didn't touch about the price rate. So what they have in the 2006, the same price will be maintained for the 2007 also. So per unit, unit price for Alpha is 10 rupees, Beta is 5 rupees. When we multiply, we will be getting 3,81,250, 91,875. The same for 2006, we have to calculate 2,50,000, that is already they have given 25,000 units, then 15,000 units. So when we multiply with the 10 and 5, you will be getting 2,50,000 and 75. Altogether, that is actual sales. They have given an actual sales. This is one, no? This actual sales also we have to calculate it for 2006. So 28,000 actually this is a budget they have prepared 2515, but actual sales happened is 28,000 units for Alpha, 18 units for Alpha sales has been covered in 2006. So actually budget they have prepared 2515 for Alpha and Beta, but actual happened on that year is increased. That is when they prepared a budget is 25,000, but it increased to 28,000. They have prepared 15,000 units they have prepared, but the sales has been increased to 18,000. So what is the actual sales of 2006 is 2,80,000 for Alpha, 90,000 for Beta. So when we add all these things, that's a total of A. Now we move on to the South. That is for a budget they have prepared with the help of the 2006 budget. They have prepared it. So already we have shown the working notes. So with the help of that, I'll show you this South Alpha 24. They have given 12%, 15% increase. So 26,880. So likewise, they have taken for Alpha increased actual, that is budget 2006 24,000 increased to 15% is 26,880 units. Here also the price cannot be changed. They didn't mention about the price changes. The same price has to be maintained for 2006 as well as for the 2007. So they have taken the same price rate. So Alpha 26,880 into 10, 2,68,800, 34,500 into 5, 1,72,000. So actual budget they have prepared is 2006 is 2430. They have multiplied 2,40,000, 1,50,000. Actual sales happened is beyond the budget they have reached 25,000, 33,000. So when we multiply with the same price, you will be getting for the total of B, that is South Zone. So total quantity, total value, then total quantity, total value, total quantity, total value. When we add the total Alpha A and B, so for this North and South will be added, you will be getting 65,005. When we add these Beta and South Beta, you will be getting 52,875. Likewise, we have to add all these things. The same rate will be. So when we add these two, you will be getting 6,50,000. No need to multiply it. Just we can add these two numbers. You will be getting 2,64,375. Likewise, for all the years, we have to calculate the total of Alpha and total of Beta. So 2006, 2,50,000 is a value for Alpha. For South, 2,40,000. When we add to these two Alpha, you will be getting 4,90,000. When we add all Beta, 75,000 plus 1,50,000, you will be getting 2,25,000. When we add these two, you will be getting 7,50,000. So likewise, when we add these two, we will be getting this two, this two, this two. So you will be getting the units and their prices. The same for the actual. So alpha will be added 2,50,000. Then that answer is 5,30,000. Then beta 90 plus 1,65,000. You will be getting 2,55,000. So this is their total. When we compare it, so when the budget actually prepared is 2006 is 94,000 units, but it happens 1,04,000. But next year, that is 2007 budget they have prepared, it's increased to 1,17,880. This is how the sales budget will be prepared. This is an estimated one. So actually budget is prepared in 2006 is 94,000 units only, but it's happened 1,04,000 units. Either the sales may increase or decrease. How they will calculate it? This is the way they have calculated for the sales budget. Okay, so now we move on to the next problem, cash budget. So in this cash budget, carefully we have to notice down what is they have given. That is very, very important. So first, each and every line we have to read it twice, then only we can able to understand. Because in cash budget, they may consider about the credit sales. Creditors they have given for debtors as well as for the creditors, they have given some time to repay their amount. So that should be calculated here for cash budget. How much the cash will be paid on that month or on that year. So for cash budget, each and every line we have to read it twice or thrice. Then only we can able to understand all these things. Okay, so shall we move on to the problem? From the particulars given below, prepare a cash budget for the month of June 2008. For the month of June, they asked to prepare only for June. They have given all the informations here. Sales, they have given for April, May and June. But there is an additional information they have given is credit allowed to the customer. That is sales credit allowed to the customer is 2 months. So that is April they have purchased, sales they have given means after 2 months, that is May and June. June only they will pay that amount. How they will pay? 50% of the sales of every month is on cash basis. So credit allowed to the customer is 2 months. 50% will be cash basis. 50% will be credit basis. Do you all understand? For you, I'll tell you. If it is April means 2 lakhs is on sales. So 2 lakhs immediately they'll pay only 50% as a cash. That means 1 lakh only they have paid as a cash. Remaining 1 lakh will be paid after 2 months, that is May, June. So April sales will be paid 50%. Remaining 50% will be paid only on June. Only the 50% will be paid on cash payment. So this is how we have to notice what each and every time. So purchase. So purchase they have given for May and June. So in purchase they will be given 40% of purchase of every month on cash basis. That is May 40% means 1,20,000. They have paid only 40% as a cash. Remaining 60% will be paid on next month. If it is paid a May month, they have purchased means 40% only on that month itself. They have paid only 40% as a cash. Remaining 60% will be paid on the next month, that is June. Okay. Okay. The rent 2,000 is paid every month. That is no doubt. Okay. It is leave out. Then time lag in payment of overheads. Overheads is half month. Overheads half month means May means they have paid only half. For June means they have paid only half. So the half will be carried forward for the next month. That is a time lag they have given. So depreciation 12,000 they have given. One more thing, depreciations cannot be taken. This is a non-cash. This is a non-cash we have to give. So this is a non-cash. So interest receivable on investment during a June and December is 3,000. So they have given opening balance, that is cash. They asked to prepare June month calculation cash budget. So they have given also in the June month 42,500 as a cash, that is opening balance of the June is 42,500. Now we prepare a cash budget for the month of June. Okay, so just we have asking us to write the cash budget. We have to write opening balance, receipt less payment. So opening balance they have written 42,500. Cash sales. So now we move on to the cash sales for June. 1,90,000, 50% of that month. So 1,90,000 means 95,000 as a paid as a cash sales. So now 50% of June month, 50% is paid as a cash. That is they have given every month cash basis 50% only paid. So June sales is 1,90,000. That month 50% cash is paid. So that's why they have written cash sales is 95,000. Okay. Then April 2 lakh they have paid. 2 months after only they will pay the remaining 50%. On April, on that month they have paid only 50% of cash. Remaining 50% of credit is paid after 2 months. That means April sales will be paid only on June. That is May, June, 2 months. So that should be debited here. So debtors 1 lakh. So I'll write it here. This is an April. So April 50% of credit 1 lakh is paid over here. So then investment. So investment received during the June and December is 3,000 they have received. So this is the receipt side. So we have to add all this receipt, that is total of 1,98,000. When we add with the opening balance, you will be getting 2,40,500. Again I'll repeat, in sales they have given only 50% of the amount is paid on that month itself as a cash payment. Remaining 50% of that sales amount will be paid after 2 months. That means in April they will pay June, May they will pay July, June means August. Okay, so this is the 50% of credit considering. Every month on that month itself they will pay the 50% on a cash basis. That's why they have prepared it cash sales and debit sales. Okay, so debit sales of April. So if you more clearly we can write debit sales of April. Okay, okay. So less payment. So in payment also they have given on every month on the basis of cash basis 40%. So we are preparing June. So June 40% we can take cash purchases 44,000. Then credit of May. This is for May because all the balance amount is payable on the next month they have given. All the balance amount is payable on the next month for purchase. So credit of May 60%. So 60% is paid on June. So that means 1,20,000, 40% is paid on cash. Remaining 60% will be paid on next month, that is on June. So June will be creditors payment is 72,000. So rent every month they have to pay, that is 2,000. Overheads they asked to pay only half a month. So May half is paid on that month. Remaining half will be on the next month. That is should be taken for 6,000. Then June 11,000 half is paid on that month itself. So we are taken 5,500. Then total of payment is 1,29,500. When we less from the balance, you will be getting closing balances 1,11,000. So whenever we are talking about all these things, month allowance, we have to be very careful. How many months they have given, how much we have to take. So each and every point is very, very important for cash budget. They asked to prepare only for June 2008. Again, I will repeat it. For April, 50% will be paid. Remaining 50% will be paid in the after 2 months. For purchase, 40% will be paid on that month. Remaining 60% will be paid on the next month. Okay, rent will be paid on every month. For overheads, half will be paid on that month, half will be on the next month. So this is how they will calculate in the cash budget. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. So the same thing followed for the cash budget. They are given all the overdraft facilities and all these things. The bankers have allowed to give the overdraft facilities. How they will allow it. So in cash budget, the overdraft facilities is allowed to do it for the bankers facilitating all this given here. So here the information for each month. Okay, February credit sales, purchase and sales. So they have given for February, March, April, May and June. Okay, so the bankers has to prepare they asked to prepare April to June. That is, we are going to take it for April, May and June. So 3 months only we are going to take. So, but here the last sum we have talked about the information. Here also they have given some information. 50% of credit sales are released in that month following the sales. The remaining 50% in the second month following. Okay, month following means next month. Please note it down. In the month following means when we are credit sales happened in the March means 50% will be paid on the April, remaining 50% will be paid on the May. So if you have taken 1,80,000 as a February means 50-50, 90-90. So 90,000 will be paid on the March, remaining 90,000 will be paid on the April. So this is the meaning of this. So released in the month following means in that month abhi finish panniranga. Doesn't matter about February itself 50% pay. Next month they have paid the other 50. But they have given released in the month following. So that is very, very important. So when we talked about this, again I have to draw it. Okay. So creditors paid in the month following the month purchase. Same thing for the purchase also. Month following they have given. Lag in payment of wages is 1 month. 1 month lag agudhu. Then cash payment is 25,000. They asked to prepare it cash budget for 3 months. So April, May and June. So opening balance they have given 25,000. So we have taken for 25,000 for April. 1/4/2008 only they have given. So we are taking 25,000 as an opening balance. Now we are going to talk about the receipt. Add receipt less payment. So receipt released for debtors. So we already know 50% in the month following. That means February will be paid on the March as well as in the April. That is 50%. For February, 50% will be paid on the next month, that is March, then April. So April 50% is taken over here. When we talked about March, 50% will be happened in the April. 50% happened in April and 50% in May. 1,90,000 when we divide this, I'll write it here. This is for February and this is March and this is also March. So 50%, 50%. 50% March is paid on April, we have taken it. 50% is paid on the May, we have taken it. For April, it will be paid on May and June. So May and June means 50% will be paid on April. April 54,000 is paid on May and remaining 54,000 is paid on June. Then next May 50% will be paid on June. May odayadu 50% only paid on June. Remaining will be comes in the July. Again I will repeat it. I'll show it in the different colors. So February amount will be paid only on 50% is March and 50% in April. Okay. Then March amount 50% will be paid on April as well as in the May. Then April 50% will be paid on May and June. Then May 50% will be paid on June and July. So this is how they calculated here. So February we have taken 50% and 50% 1 minute. 50% is taken. So in the following month they have given. So that means on that month they never paid any amount. Only on the next month and next day or next month only they have paid. So 50% on the next month, 50% on the next second month. Okay. So that happened for the realization of debtors. When we add all these things, first we have to close the April, then we have to close the May. So close that April. So close that April. So we'll be having total of 2,11,000 less payment. So wages is 1 month lagging. So wages 1 month lagging means April will be paid, March will be paid on April. So that is they have given. So March will be on April, April will be on May, May will be on June, June will be on July. So that is how they have taken. So this is in March. So this is an April wages. April wages. This is an May wages. So regarding to the purchase, they have been the following month. Credit was paid in the following month. Following month, this means next month. Okay, that is March will be paid on April. April will be paid on May. May will be paid on June. So that is how they have given. This is March. This is April. Full amount. There is no considering about the percentage and all. Full amount will be paid on the next month. This is on May. So clear? So in the month following means that means next month. That is the meaning they have given. So don't consider about in the month means on that month itself. Please follow in the month they have given. If they stop in the month means that is on that month. If they added in the month following means that means it is a meaning of next month. Okay. So when we add all these things, first we close the April, we'll be having that is total 2,11,000 minus 1,58,000, you will be having 53,000. You have to write the three things: surplus, overhead, closing balance. So it is a surplus one. So 53,000 we have to return as a 53 as a surplus. So that will be taken for a closing balance. So last year closing balance, last month closing balance will be the next month opening balance. So when we close this, when we add all these things, you will be getting 53 plus 96,000 plus 54,000, you will be getting 2,03,000. When we add 11 and 2,43,000, 2,54,000. So it is an overhead. So that is what we have written, estimated overhead 51,000. That this means receipt payment is more and then the income is less. So we cannot carry forward as a closing balance. That balance amount cannot be taken as a closing balance. So there is no opening, there is no closing over here. So when we close the June also, we'll be getting the overdraft. So this is what we have talked about, the cash budget in the overdraft assumed. Okay. So very, very important thing, how they have calculating the credit sales and purchase. What they have mentioned, we have to follow that. Okay. So again, next also on a cash budget, they have given all the informations of sales, purchase, wages, manufacturing, office expenses, selling expenses, all these things. You are required to following the further informations. Planned costing 16,000 is due on July, payable is 10% on delivery. The balance is after 3 months. Advance tax is 8,000 is payable March. Then period of credit allowed is by supplier 2 months, customers 1 month. That is means purchaser 2 months, sales 1 month they have allowed. For purchase 2 months allowed, for sales 1 month allowed. So lag in payment of manufacturing expenses half, lag in payment of other expenses is 1 month. Okay. They asked to prepare, they have given May 2008 is 8,000 as a cash balance. So when we start from the May, June, July, we'll add it. Okay. So opening balance, last sum what we have did is same thing should be happen. Simultaneously we can open it. But when we close the May, then only we'll be getting the opening or balance of the June. Then we close it. One by one we can close that amount. But when you are putting that, segregating the amount, we can do it on a simultaneously. For May, June, July we can put. But closing should be done one by one. Okay. So first we start with the opening balance 8,000. So debtors, that is sales. Sales they asked to prepare 2 months. That is we are having May, June, July. Sorry, sales 1 month, customers for 1 month. Okay. So that means April will be paid on the May, May will be paid on the June, June will be paid on the July, July will be paid on the August. But they asked to prepare only for 3 months, May, June, July. So that is, this is for, so this is April, April sales, this is May, this is June. So this is a receipt that is closed. Creditors allowed for 2 months. Okay. So 2 months means March will be paid on May, April will be paid on June, then May will be paid on July. Okay. So that is 36,000 March, April, May. So if you want to counter check it, you can check 36,000 is on March. Okay. 2 months is allowed for suppliers. Okay. The next is wages. Wages they said about other than manufacturing expenses 1 month due. So that means that's wages. So April will be paid on May, May will be paid on June, June will be paid on July. So April, May, June. Okay. So manufacturing expenses they said half expenses. So manufacturing expenses 4,000 means, so 4,500 paid on the that month is will be half. Then last month we have to add the last month half. That means 3,050 is 1,500 plus 2,250, you will be getting 3,750. Okay, that is half from the, I'll write here, half from the April, half from the May. Okay, then half from the May, half from the June, then half from the June, half from the July. That is the matter for the manufacturing expenses, because they asked to pay the lagging half expenses. Half expenses means half month taken from that month, half will be taken from the before month. So that is why they have combined April, May 3,750, May and June they have taken 4,000, June and July 3,750. Okay, office expenses as usual last month will be paid. So April, May, office expenses is before a month will be paid on the next month. So June. Then selling expenses also same time, because they have said about only all the expenses will be paid on 1 month lag. So April, May, June. Okay. So advanced tax will be there. They talked about the tax will be payable in March and June. So March is not here, only June is there. So we have taken only for June. Then delivery of payment 10% will be taken. So what they have given is 16,000 due in July. So 10% on delivery, balance after 3 months. So we have taken 10%. Plant is given. So in that plant 16,000, we have to take 10%. So 10% is 1,600 will be paid on July. Rest will be paid only after 3 months. So when we add all these things, when we add receipts, then less total, you will be getting this closing balance. This closing balance will be taken over for the next month opening balance. When we add all this receipt, when less the payment, you will be having this closing balance. That should be taken for the next month opening balance. When we add all the receipts, when we less the payments, you will be getting 18,400 as a closing balance. Okay. So again I'll repeat it. So for creditors, that is sales, they have given for 1 month. Purchase they have given for 2 months. Wages also lagging for 1 month. Manufacturing before month is half. Current month is half. So we have to add these two. That means if you are taking a May, means half month from April, half month from May, half from April, half from May. That half should be taken over here. That is May and June half, June and July half. That is the calculation for manufacturing expenses. Office expenses and selling expenses will be 1 month. Before the next month only they are paying. If it is in April, they'll pay it only on May. If it is May, means they'll pay it only on June. So likewise is calculation. Additional information is plant 16,000, 10% is paid on July. Okay, the remaining will be paid on after 3 months. And also they have given additional information about the advance tax 8,000. That 8,000 also paid on March and June. So here there is no March. So 8,000 June we have to pay. So the tax will be paid on June. So this is how we can put all the informations simultaneously, but closing will be done one by one. First we have to close the May, then only we can get the closing balance. After that, the closing balance should be taken over as a next month opening balance. Then we close the June, we will be getting, that is add all receipt less all payments. When we have this closing balance, that closing balance should be taken for the next month opening. That should be add all receipt. Then we have to close that all the payments will be getting one balance. So this is the closing balance. This is how the cash budget will be prepared. We'll see the next part, that is flexible budget, on the next part. Thank you.